Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing Season 4. We're here with race 29, almost at the end of Season 4. I just seeing Brown's popped in as well. I was going to group about some rank tonight. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be on tonight. I'm not sure myself, but see if anyone else is about. So we've got Iceman with the whoop whoop whir with the whoop whoop backwards, and Wheatman here as well. Watch live on Twitch is the first thing I saw while watching on Twitch. Well, there you go. So yeah, race 29, Millennial Circuit, another track by Mr. Pants, and another new track to the series as well. We have a few new tracks before the big finale, which is approaching ever so soon. By the end of this week, we will have a winner, and someone will be taking home £35, and we'll be getting a winner's roll in the Discord. Of course, second place will be getting £25 and a runner-up roll, and third will be getting £15. So for those watching this who want a chance of getting some prize pool, head over to the Discord. If you watch this on YouTube or if you catch this on Twitch, head over to the Discord. You can sign up over there, join a team. When sign-ups open for the next season, you can enter. We should have a bigger prize pool next season and hopefully more people competing. And also head over to Twitch to watch live and join in with the chat. So the current standings, Pesky Bird is leading, still hanging on. Whether they'll keep it all the way to the end, we will see, with 574 points. Stormy is in second, not far behind, has been getting closer and closer. We'll see if that continues, if Stormy can knock Pesky Bird off the top spot. And Superboss in third, also closing the gap, also aiming for that number one spot. Then we have Wur in fourth, Fludes in fifth, Cheese in sixth, Demon in seventh, Moo in eighth, Weep in ninth, and Sage in 10th. And below that we have Alfonso as Iceman, Shady, Eggbot, Luna, and Jimmy. So let's head over to the first track of the stream. So here we are. Quite an interesting track to look at. A lot going on. A lot of details. Yeah, definitely recommend it. If you think you got what it takes, think you get a chance at the winnings, definitely worth signing up. Everyone seems to be having a good time watching. It's all been very positive. It's been great. As I always say at the end, I appreciate everyone that's been watching and supporting, keeps these going, and keeps you wanting to continue and bring, like I say, the prize pools and hopefully keep growing them along with the viewer base and the participants. So we have a different starting grid style like you saw in Magcore. So it's going to be a chaotic start. Oh boy, that track. Yeah, it does look sick. It is a very well designed track. Sure, there'll be a lot of chaos as always. Yeah, it'll be a chaotic start. No grid format, so we'll get everyone into their positions. As you can see, reverse grid as always, but it's going to be a very messy start. So it's anyone's game from this starting point. But before the race starts, predictions. That's going to be a bit of a blind one unless you've done tests on this track. Maybe some people have thought ahead and gone, let's take a look at some of these tracks, get these predictions worked out on testing, try and math it out. But there you go, 2 minutes to try and get those predictions for the DNFs. We'll have a quick look around the track. So an interesting split starting point. A couple of ways, or a few ways to go here. You can go down to the inside or to the outside lanes. We also have some pipes that will take you around. A lot of this is going to be figuring out the quickest route to go. We've got these big arms with portals on looming over you all over the track. Got some spinners, some more pipes you can drop into, or you can go straight through. And we have a big bowl which you want to make your way down. All the way down, and then we have a split section with multiple pipes going different ways. Again, finding the quickest route. It looks like the central blue one is probably going to be your quickest line out. Down to a bounce pad and onto the next section we have multiple layers on this area here. A few that go over the top, a few that go underneath. And then again, a few different routes. So lots of areas to try and make time. A lot of this is going to be about picking the correct routes through all these different sections. So I'm sure we're going to see a lot of position changing throughout this. There's loads of holes you can drop through to try and reduce your time spent going around some of the longer routes. Lots of shortcut pipes. So a lot of the track is going different ways. As you see, very, very chaotic. And then going out into a big sweeping section with bombs, so you're going to have to watch out for those. Try and disrupt your race. And again, keeping track of this is going to be interesting. We're trying to avoid all the walls as well, with all the different routes people could be taking. And we go down into this interesting area here with a little portal at the bottom. And that will send you, if I'm remembering correctly, all the way back up to the start. Do the marbles actually do the bombs actually affect the marbles? So good question. I didn't actually check it with this track. I guess it's down to how it's been set up by the person that created it. And I guess there's only one way to find out. And with the DNF prediction timer now finished, let's get the race started. 6 laps. And here we go, the drop down. See everyone sort of splitting apart there. See who gets the quickest line out of here. Looks like Azur's going to get the quickest line. Flude's taking the left pipe. Moon Boer on the right. Superboss making a bit of a breakaway as well. A good line all the way through the middle. Pesky Bird and Stormy just behind. Though Azur and Shady taking one of the side pipes. Putting a good line into the bowl. So a big hit there. I think Eggbot came in and hit Pesky Bird, so Pesky Bird flying. Oh, and there's been a collision with Shady there as well. See loads of them dropping down. Stormy and Pesky Bird have both dropped back quite far from that good start. So going up towards the front, as you can see, with all these different sections, there's a lot of chaos going on. All the different routes everyone's taking. Trying to track them on this first lap. And it looks like Luna is going to be breaking away in the lead. Weep in second. Stormy and Pesky Bird managing to make some time back. Stormy getting inside line on that route as well, along with Azur. They're then going to split off into 2 different directions. So we'll see how they come out at the bottom. It's going to be Luna and Shady side by side. Up at the front, Pesky Bird. Behind in third, and Azur, Jimmy, and Iceman. So Stormy's going the longer way around, following Fludes. You're going to get past Alfonso, though. Might be able to get past Cheese here as well, going into the bomb section. Now, Pesky Bird's going to be trying to look for a high point finish here to keep hold of that lead, maybe try and extend it. And Stormy's going to be trying to get ahead of Pesky Bird to try and knock them off that top spot. So is Superboss, who's currently down in 14th. See, Stormy's got a good line here, chasing Pesky Bird, hitting the booster, goes round the inside. We head round to the front. Luna's now in 6th, Weep in 5th. Got Shady in 3rd, Flues in 2nd, Jimmy already going on to lap 2 in 1st. You can see what's going on here now with everything moving. Have the spinners active. Don't want to get held up on those. Demon now just behind Weep and Demon with a good entry there. It's going to drop down first. Luna getting knocked out wide. Azur's going to get in there just before Boer with a great landing, actually using the obstacles to their advantage. Pesky Bird with a good landing as well. Stormy just behind, then Iceman. She's going a little bit wide. Makes it in Alfonso with the bounce technique as well. See Sage, Eggbot, and Superboss. Superboss struggling, and Moo having some difficulties as well further back. And back up to the top. See what is going on. Over at the bowl, it looks like Jimmy's already on the move. So Jimmy's got quite the lead right now. There's still plenty of chances to make some time up on this track. Lots of different routes to try and cut that time down. Shady in second, Fludes in third. Looks like Stormy's running quite wide on this bowl. May lose a bit of time there, but a good drop down. Try and make the time back. Heading down into the multi-lane section, you see Weep dropping from top layer down to bottom. I think Fludes is going. I think Fludes collided with Weep there. Couldn't tell if Fludes was on top layer or bottom for a second. But collides with Weep, but makes it past. So those two currently battling out for that third position. Shady trying to hunt down Jimmy. But Jimmy's still holding quite the lead. Already into the bomb section. Shady only just entering it. Fludes and Weep still side by side fighting it out. Azur with a good line is going to be gaining on them. Alfonso and Sage going different routes. See which one's going to be the quickest. I think Sage has got the quickest route here. It's going to come out in between Fludes and Weep. A big hit off the wall. Will be just behind Azur. Pesky Bird colliding with Boer, actually pushing Boer backwards, meaning Alfonso is going to remain in front of Boer. Stormy's going to join Boer going into the bomb section, so they'll be side by side. See if we can catch anyone close to a bomb and if it has any effect. It looks like they may be more of a disruption rolling around than anything else. Not seeing any explosions in range currently. That one might have been a hit on Sage. That one was close to Moose. I don't think we've got any explosion force going on. I think they're more of a disruptive obstacle. So up towards the front, lap 3. Jimmy leading, Shady second. Iceman getting straight into the portal is going to move up to third in front of Boer. I think Iceman just jumped straight in. Yep. There's the update on the leaderboard. Boer in fourth, Weep down to fifth, Fludes in sixth. Taking the shortcut, staying ahead of Azur. He's going to be going the slow way around. So is Sage. Alfonso is going to come through and gain a couple of positions, move up to seventh. It would be huge if we finish top 3 and Superboss last. It would be huge. And we've got Cheese currently stationary on a triangle. These triangles. So yeah, it's going to be an F for Cheese at the moment. Will Sage come through and set their teammate free? Currently having difficulties with the triangle themselves, but they attempted it, but it's not enough. Cheese is going to remain stationary. Pesky Bird now behind Stormy. Stormy 11th, Pesky Bird 12th. Quite the drop. And currently it's an Icebreakers 1-2. Jimmy first, Iceman second, Boer third. And Cheese isn't going to be set free, so that is definitely a big F for Cheese. It looks like Boer's moved up into second. And Fludes, that Fludes off. We do have a Fludes off the track. That's also going to be an F in the chat for Fludes and an end to their race on lap 3. Unfortunate end. Is it completely random or do players have control? It depends. Yeah, completely random, but you know, I think if you believe hard enough, you could say that that's a bit of control. If you truly believe. So Jimmy, yeah, Faith, there's your control. So Boer's actually gone up into the lead. So this could be big in points for Boer. Jimmy's now down to second. Currently still holding the fastest lap for that one extra point. Iceman in third. Still believing that the comebacks aren't this late into the season. Shady fourth, Weep fifth. Luna sixth. Shady, Weep, and Luna very close together going through this section. Now Alfonso just in reach behind them. Shady with a bit of a slowdown. A bomb just narrowly missing them. So quite a close battle going on between the three of them. So we head around. See Iceman, the current third position. Let's see where our race leader is. So here's Boer with quite a strong lead right now. Jimmy quite far ahead of Iceman as well. So the top two breaking away up at the front. But will they be able to maintain it all the way to the end as we go on to lap 4? Cheese still going to remain stationary. Unfortunate for Cheese. See Iceman coming across the line now, going on to lap 4. And Alfonso, Luna, Shady, and Weep. In fact, Weep got one of the shortcuts there. We'll cut off the first corner and get ahead of Luna and Shady. Was this track made by the same creator that made the desert track? Yes, it's the same creator that did the Sandstone Magcore. So you may notice some elements that are similar. Cheese is on the move again, been set free, but is going to be a couple of laps behind now. So likely a DNF from the race. See Jimmy in the distance. Iceman just going into the laned section. The tracks are stunning, but hard to follow races like this. That is true. It is definitely trickier to follow than some of the other tracks. Especially as everyone starts to spread out a bit and all the many routes. Great track, but it is a hard one to follow. Especially now that I'm commentating it. Keeping track of everyone's location as they all start to spread out in their positions is a little bit on the tricky side. So we're going to head up to the front. I think that the best way is to focus on key areas, either the open spots where the leaders are or where any major battles are going on when I see them. No time to jinx anyone. There's always time to jinx someone. Although we could mention the fact that Boer has quite a big lead right now. And Jimmy also looking strong in second place. And look at that jump over the shortcut over these spinning tiles to allow Jimmy to gain on Boer. So Jimmy really hunting down Boer right now and also extending that gap away from, well, now Shady in third. Iceman dropping a couple of positions. Everyone missing the shortcut lane there. Alfonso in third, Shady in fourth, Weep in fifth, Iceman in sixth now. They have Luna in seventh, although Demon just jumping in seventh, Luna in eighth, Eggbot ninth as a 10th. Stormy's in 11th, Superboss is in 14th, and Pesky Bird in 15th. So our current top three are struggling on this track, which I'm sure those further back are very happy to hear. And it's not looking good for Jimmy. Not managing to get the shortcut down the bends. Means they're going to drop to fifth. Shady's going to move to second. Alfonso to third. Iceman up to fourth. making gains in this race. See, oh, and it's a stationary pesky bird. We do have a stuck pesky bird. That is a big F for pesky bird, and it could be very costly in the series right now. This late into the season, this could be a big moment for those behind. Now, Stormy and Superboss are going to want to get some big points in this race to get ahead of Pesky Bird in the standings. Stormy moving up to 9th, putting the work in. Has had a few good races recently. Superboss in 14th, having some difficulty, so this could be big for Blur. Fludes being off the track in 17th is not great, as Fludes was also just behind Blur on the standings. Could have had a shot here with Pesky Bird stationary, and Superboss also struggling. But there is a chance for Blur. Heading around the bomb section. Go back and see how far away second place is. And it's Iceman and Alfonso battling it out for second right now. Only just heading around into the bomb section. We'll focus on this competition right here. As we're approaching the final lap of the race. So a bit of back and forth going on. Was that Demon falling? That is Demon falling off. Demon, who was in, I think, 5th or 6th, is going to be DNF'd out of the race. That is unfortunate this late into the race. So big F in the chat for Demon. See word just dropping in and heading onto the final lap of the race. We'll also see Iceman and Alfonso here. Oh, Alfonso getting the quicker route. Iceman just falling off, didn't quite have the pace for it. But Alfonso nailing both sections. This is going to be big for Alfonso. It looks like no one's going to be taking Jimmy's fastest lap currently. So up at the top, Alfonso heading on to the final lap in second. Have we got trouble for Superboss? I think Superboss does get going, but running very slow there. Pesky Bird has been set free. 13-second lead, as Burr says. So quite the lead going to the final lap. That looks like Alfonso is gaining. As Burr's taken a bit of time in the bowl. Cheese colliding with Alfonso there could have been huge for Alfonso. Iceman's going to use Pesky Bird though. This could be a big play by Iceman. Alfonso's going to bounce off the top of Burr's head. And now the top 3 are all together, side by side. We're going to have quite the battle going on this final lap. Boyer is the first one out. Alfonso is going to go the same pipe. Iceman taking their time if they can get the quick drop down. No, they're going to be going a different way. Is it quicker? Is it slower? I think it's going to be slower. And into the multi-lane section. Alfonso is going to be tailing Boyer. Going the exact same line. Not going to let them break away here. And we are going to be focused on this battle going to the end. We see Jimmy in 4th now with the fastest lap. Alfonso going one way, Boyer going the other. Which way is the quickest route? Going to see on the crossover. Looks like Alfonso might be just ahead. It's very close on the crossover. Iceman just behind. And Alfonso is going to come out first. A bit slow on the exit, but will be in front of Boyer. And they're going to be side by side into the bomb section. Alfonso with more speed on the release. Jimmy has got past Iceman using the quicker lane. So Jimmy's now in 3rd. Iceman in 4th. Then we have Shady, Weep, Sage, Moo, Luna, and Eggbot making up the rest of the top 10. Stormy now in 11th. Dropping a few positions. We're with a lot of speed here, going around the outside of Alfonso. Alfonso getting bumped by one of the bombs. Giving them a little bit more speed. They're going to hit the boost as well. Make it around the outside of Boer, but a bit of a... don't know what happened there, but a bit of a stumble. Boer's going to make it over. Alfonso's going to make it over. Both making it over the shortcut route and not making it over the second one. They're going to be very close coming around this corner. And Boer is going to block Alfonso out. This is indeed very intense coming up to the end. It's all going to be about the landing here. Can Boer nail it? Getting caught by the spinner, Alfonso. On the inside, Alfonso gets the inside line. As Boer gets caught on one of the spinners, it was almost perfect, but Alfonso going the slow way around. This is Boer's chance to snipe. Boer taking the shortcut, and Boer snipes it. Boer takes the win down to the wire. And Jimmy, is this going to be a Jimmy snipe as well? It's neck and neck. That was a photo finish, the exact same time. And Alfonso is going to take second, only just. And Jimmy's going to have to take third. And with the fastest lap, Shady takes fourth. Iceman coming through in fifth. What a close finish. The exact opposite of a Boer moment. I have to agree. That's what we call an epic Boer moment. That was insanely close. Jimmy and Alfonso. Yeah, I would have said it did look like Jimmy might have been a little bit ahead, but hey, the leaderboard doesn't lie. The times don't lie. Jimmy, it's officially in. Jimmy got third. Alfonso got second. So yeah, Shady finishing fourth. Iceman fifth. Weep sixth. Luna seventh. Sage in eighth. Azur ninth. Moo coming through in 10th. VAR, please. Yeah, I'm sure someone's going to clip that. Get that in the Discord in the highlights section. Definitely have to see that in slow motion. Eggbot coming through in 11th. Yeah, but I had a feeling you'd have clipped it. And Stormy 12th. I don't know if this is going to be enough points for Stormy to get past Peskybird in the standings. Peskybird might still be safe in number 1. But this could be huge for Boer, with Stormy, Superboss, and Peskybird finishing 12th, 13th, and 14th. Boer's looking pretty good here. It'll be interesting to see how this affects the standings. So we're going to speed things up a bit. And Peskybird, hello. You did get stuck for a while. You did get stuck for a while. This may be, you may be witnessing the dethroning, but maybe not. It is not a bad lead. With Stormy and Superboss's finishing positions, you might be safe. You might be safe. Yeah, Boer coming in for the Ultraviolet team for the first place. So while we wait for the DNF timer to count down and secure all the positions, unlocking the DNFs, we'll head over to the winning marble cam, the winner's cam on Boer. So claps in the chat. Congratulations to Boer. Great race. Great performance. All the way through to the end. And a very close finish. Boer just doing Boer things now and taking a rest. True Boer fashion. Yeah, what a finish. That might go down as best finish of the season. Definitely, I think the closest finish we've had. So we're just waiting for the time. It's a 60-second timer from when each person crosses the line. I'm guessing with people a lap behind still crossing the line, it keeps resetting it. So try and speed things up as much as I'm able. There we go. There we go. 4 DNFs, Pesky Bird, Cheese, Demon, and Fludes not finishing in time. Or being off the track. So I'm going to choose the prediction outcome. And we do have a prediction winner. So 4 DNFs. There we go. Just waiting for it. It was Wheatman. So well done, Wheatman, getting the prediction right. So I'm going to go and put the results over on the leaderboard. I'll be back in just a minute with the standings. All right, the results have been entered, so let's head over to the updated standings. So following that race, Pesky Bird is still holding the lead, only just with Stormy and Superboss only finishing 1 or 2 positions ahead. So Stormy 2 ahead, Superboss 1 ahead of Pesky Bird. Is not enough points to dethrone Pesky Bird. And Boer with some big points with the win is closing in on the top 3, but it is not quite enough to make it into the top 3 yet. So I'll have to keep this up in the next races. So Pesky Bird still leading with 581 points. Stormy in second with 576. Superboss in third with 563. Were in fourth with 559. Fludes in fifth with 493. Weep in sixth with 488. A big jump up for Weep there with a 6th place finish. Moo in 7th with 484. Cheese in 8th with 482. Sage in 9th with 480. Demon in 10th with 479. Then we have Alfonso, Iceman, Azur, Shady, Jimmy, Eggbot, and Luna. So you can see the points are still really close together. Pesky Bird probably stressing right now. Stressing in the chat as those behind are creeping closer and closer as we're heading into the final 3 races of the season. 5th to 10th is super close. It is very close. And still in reach of getting into the top 3 and knocking someone out of those prize pool positions. So it's going to be intense. It's going to be even more intense going to these final few races. Watch Blur sneak out the championship. It could happen. It could happen. But that is it for the first race. Iceman officially out of the championship contention. Oh, the optimism just didn't come through. It's unfortunate, but you know what? You had a good last season. That was your strong season. You're going to have to come back next season even stronger because everyone else has showed up this season and has really, really put up a fight. I think last season was a lot more of a dominant first place, whereas this one is a lot closer. So there's a lot more competition going on. Yeah, a lot more mixed. A lot more battles. Is it out of the top 3 or just no champion? That's a good question. Is there still a chance to make top 3, or is it all over for Iceman? But of course, for those on Twitch, we will have our second race coming up in just a minute. For those watching this on YouTube, this is going to be the end of the video. So of course, if you want to see these races back to back, then you should head over to the Twitch and watch them live. You get 2 races every stream. Whereas on YouTube, you only get 1 race per video, and you're going to be waiting a little bit longer for those races. And if you want to sign up to the next season, then definitely head over to the Discord and sign up when signups are open. Make sure you don't miss out if you want a chance of taking part in next season's races. But for those watching on YouTube, that's going to do it for this one. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.